from $100,000 a month in real estate? Really? We'll find out today. So, how you can make money from REIT funds? Here's the two main ways. The first is by receiving dividends. Dividends are the share of earnings that are distributed to REIT stockholders. These payments can happen monthly, quarterly, or whatever. This makes this matter a kind of passive income. You purchase REIT shares and over time you are automatically credited with profits. The process happens without the need for constant monitoring. You buy and you just get paid. The second way is Reit Trading. This is where you buy REITs at a low price and after some time you sell them at a higher value. This method requires a deeper involvement and it is no longer passive. You need to keep track of market changes to keep the most of this way of making money. Which method is better? Here's it all depends on your preference and financial goals. However, I can note that both methods can be used in combinations to maximize profits. For example, let's say you bought REIT shares in March at $20. Over time, their price began to rise. In May, you received dividends and then sold the same REITs for $40. Thus, you profited both from the dividends and from the difference in price in the same time. REIT funds themselves can focus on investment in certain types of real estate. There are funds on the market that specialize exclusively in healthcare properties, warehouses, residential properties, and other categories. You can choose assets you feel are most reliable and appropriate for your investment goals. You can rent out some apartments, receive a good rent, and live on that money. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But the reality is quite different. Real estate prices are always rising, and not every person with an average salary can afford an apartment for $100,000 or $200,000. In Europe, prices for 1 square meter can start from few $1,000s. Even a small studio apartment or 40 or 50 square meter will cost you a lot of money. And what to do? Many people decide to take out a mortgage. But even to make a mortgage, you need to pay at least 20% of the cost of the apartment. You also need a huge number of documents. For most people, this is not an option at all. Well, what should we do? It is possible to start investing in property if you only have $100. In this video, I will talk about the best option to invest in real estate without a lot of capital. We are going to talk to you about the REIT, ETF, and crowdfunding. Now, these words and abbreviations may seem pretty complicated to you, but trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be able to figure it all out. Let's start with REITs. Buying real estate at the traditional way needs a large initial investment. Brings little return on investment, you'll still have to keep an eye on the apartment or house. The return on such an investment can take a long time to materialize. As an alternative, you can consider investment in REIT funds. What these funds are and how you can make money on them, I will explain now. In simple words, REITs are funds that attract investment and buy real estate for this money. And when the real estate brings in money, the funds divide the money among the investors. Now, let's get into more detail. REIT funds, which stands for Real Estate Investment Trust, it's in a business of managing real estate for owning mortgage-backed securities. These funds earn income for building or buying real estate properties for the purpose of renting or selling them. In addition, they invest in mortgage-backed securities. For profits that a REIT fund generate are distributed to shareholders in a form of dividends. I'll explain a little later what dividends are. REITs allow everyone to become a real estate investor, similar to how people buy shares or companies in other industries. So, how do REIT funds generate profits? Most of them operate on a clear and easy to understand business model. They rent out real estate properties, generating a stable income in the form of rent. This income is then shared with shareholders in the form of dividends. So, how you can make money from REIT funds? Give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.